What I want to do is make a simple set line trap, and this is something you can do at home, something you can put together in 15 minutes and still works. Oh, there. Good boy. Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. This weather is unusual for December. It's just so warm. There's no snow. The lakes aren't frozen. So I'm going to take you to one of my favorite lakes when there's nobody around. In the summertime, I'm not big on it because the campsites are full. Should have the lake to myself and catch some nice fish before the ice forms. Once the ice is on it, you're not allowed to fish. But I wanted to tell you a little story. I stopped by to get a coffee where I usually do. And usually I just pour my coffee. Now they got this huge coffee machine with all the beans on the top. And it grinds the beans and brews the coffee. And while you're waiting for your coffee, you get to watch a movie. And it's quite interesting, actually. They show the people picking the beans off the coffee plants and raking them in the sun. And then they got this amazing drone footage. They flying over the hills of the plantation. I think I saw Pablo Escobar's hacienda with the plane on the gate. But anyways, just getting a cup of coffee nowadays is a procedure. Get to watch a movie while you wait for your coffee. But anyways, let's get to the lake. Might catch some nice ones up there, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm going to camp out. You guys always like to see that kind of stuff. So let's head out. Right on. Going to get some wood, cook a dinner. One of my last chickens that I have left that I raised. We got to this viewpoint and it looks like the lake is kind of semi-frozen. But I don't think it's frozen where we can't get through, but we'll find out tomorrow. But anyways, get some wood so I can cook my famous chicken parmigiana. Help, Finn. Okay, Finn, come on. You having fun, Finn? Everything's soaking wet, and this is kind of crazy for this time of year. We're in December. Mind you, this lake has got too much ice to fish. We'll go somewhere else for that, but still gonna have a dinner. But everything's soaking wet. It's been raining, so now there's water on the ice, but the ice is too thick for a boat. Not thick enough to fish, even if we were allowed. We can't fish this lake. Ice fish. See how the insects have eaten this dead tree? I've got the powder here. Dry powder even in a rainstorm. And I've got pitch on here that I can use to hopefully get the powder going. Or I can't find any suitable birch. So we're going to try with the ferro rod some of this powder and some of the pitch. And I can probably get slivers of dry wood out of this as well. Even the under branches, for some reason, seem pretty wet here. I think it's just because it's been raining so long and so hard. There's a blooper. Broke my ferro rod. But it'll still work. tricky when things are wet. This keeps going out. This does not want to go. So, do you see how many times I've had that fire going and it keeps going out? Even with my good dry materials, I'm having trouble because I guess they're not bone dry. The pitch isn't quite catching. So, it's a lesson. Doesn't matter your skill level. Sometimes it can be very tough with a ferro rod to get a fire going. So, you know, it's just the way it is. And that's why I always say, carry a lighter. I'm not going to use a lighter because I'm pretty stubborn. We're going to give this another go and we'll just keep going till, and my ferro rod from Patagonia broke in half. So I'm not getting the sparks that I would like out of it. But you'd keep this piece too. You would. You put it in your pocket like I did and keep it. And like, be patient. If you're not getting the fire right away, just persist, and things will dry out. The more sparks, the more times it lights, the drier things will get. So be patient. That's the lesson with this. Boy, oh boy, if your life's on the line, you're certainly going to keep trying, aren't you? When things are wet, it can be really difficult. See how that keeps going out on me? Okay, I think the pitch caught on fire that time. Okay, now we're good. So I came to another spot here. I got to get some firewood for the night. I'm going to spend the night with Finn and see if the ice here is thick enough for ice fishing. The last lake I was hoping to troll it with this Zodiac I bought, but it doesn't look feasible. Well, it isn't. But maybe we can do some ice fishing, but anyway, set up camp. And I did cook my Parmigiana. I just got to heat it up. You've seen me make that before, so I didn't bother showing me doing the whole process. You can check other videos for that. The grouse Parmigi, and I've done it on other videos too. Out of the way, Finn. Out of the way. Sitting there. Oh, it's all caught. It's cut right through, but it won't fall because it's all caught in the branches of the other big tree that's alive there. Have to try to pry it out maybe. Well, I guess I can just cut it right there. Well, that's beautiful wood, but that saw doesn't like to run sideways. It's just bogging out, I don't know. Needs some adjustments, I guess. Be nice to get it out of there. Of course, it'll probably land on the camera. Or my toes. Huh. There it goes. Beautiful wood. Well, you're gonna have to move the camera. Looks like it's gonna fall right on the camera if I push it. There. That's firewood, Finn. I just ran off with a piece of my wood. So yesterday I had a heck of a time getting that fire going, as you saw. Since then, instead of rain, it's froze snow instead. It's actually a lot easier to get a fire going when it's cold instead of raining. A lot easier. Okay, that'll go. Oh, you bring the firewood? Oh, good boy, you got the firewood. You eating the firewood, Fins? Good boy, you got the firewood, Fins. You got the firewood right there. Well, I think it's heated enough. It's starting to snow. Actually, you can see it in the camera. So, have something to eat, go to bed. Tomorrow we're going to try ice fishing. That's what we're doing. A dinner fit for kings. There it is. That is so good. One of my homegrown chickens. Very, very good. Come. Come, get it. Want that? Gentle. Oh, good boy. Good boy, Fins. You betcha. Okay, I'll give you some more. So I'm going to go down here to this little lake. I've been here before, but it's not like every year I can go to different lakes. This is the first time that I've attempted to catch fish, ice fishing. The other lake was not trollable, and it's been so mild I thought we'd have some lakes that are open. This one's high, and hopefully it's safe to walk on. We'll see. Well, it's not that thick. The ice is not that thick here, but it's thick enough to walk on as far as I'm concerned. It's about 4 inches, so we're good to go. You want to always check your ice before you get out on it. It could be thinner in the middle. It's good to carry something if you did go through to get back out. Tell you a little story. Somebody I know last year went ice fishing, fell through and almost died. But they were able to get out because they had a pocket knife, and because when you get wet and go through, your hands you got water on you, you can't grab the ice to get back up. You need something to chop into the ice, which he had to get out. And what it was people being irresponsible. They had a fishing hut out there, and they took a chainsaw and cut a 4 by 6 foot hole. Totally illegal. But anyway, so it froze just a thin layer that night, snowed, he didn't see it, fell through and almost died. And they didn't mark the hole, that's the thing. So, but anyways, we're good to go here. What I want to do is make a simple set line trap to show you, a tripod set trap, catch a couple fish. And this is something you can do at home, check your rigs. But this is a simple, easy paracord set line. Not complicated like the Fish-O-Matic or the Guillotine Fish-O-Matic. But something you can put together in 15 minutes and still works. So I collected 4 sticks, about different. These 3 are the same. Basically, we're just going to make a tripod. Tie these together and a cross brace at the bottom, so I can tighten my paracord right up. And I'll show you, this is a simple set line. This is basically the same principle as the set line trap I made in the 30-day, but I pounded the stakes in the ground with a cross brace at the top. Oh, there. Fish on my set line. Beauty. This is a tripod for ice fishing. Same principle, little different design. I just tie a loop, enough to tie the other end. This goes through, ties the poles. Anyway, I'm trying to do something. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And our cross brace will go between only 2 of them. So this will just go at one pole, and then I'll sharpen this end, drill a little hole that can go in. Well, the weather sure changed. It was raining and I thought I could troll my Zodiac. Now it's pretty darn cold out. But I know the ice is safe. This will be my first icing trip of the year. And just like that. On the back of this. Like that. This is pretty loose, this paracord, but that doesn't matter much. It's going to tighten up once we put our paracord in here. It'll tighten the whole thing up. Okay. It has to be approximate. It doesn't matter if the notches are, it doesn't matter if the paracord's on a bit of an angle even. It's flopping around on us. Hands are getting frozen. It's hard to work. That can be a danger when you're out in the bush, when your hands get cold. Make sure you have gloves in your vehicle. I do have gloves, but I just find they're hard to work with for a lot of projects. That's a lot sturdier now. Not flopping everywhere. I love making set line traps for fishing, as you've probably noticed. Something I decided is my paracord doesn't have to be this high up. I'm going to move it down about halfway. This is up a bit too high for my liking. It would work there too, but I just want more pressure on this, which I'll get by moving this down. I carved this and twisted it because I think the stick was going to pull up. So I just carved this so it fits the notch a bit better, and put my notch on the other side. Once we start tying the bottom off, it'll get sturdy and it won't move around on us. And then we just are going to get our paracord in the notch. Pull it tight. Tie it off. Okay, so now this is staying together. Now, when I tie this off for my trigger system, the whole tripod will be sturdy. I'm going to leave a bit of this branch to hold my trigger, like that. That'll be my trigger. There's my trigger. Put a little notch for the fishing line. So this will be my cross brace to there with my branch, so that this is my trigger onto that branch, onto the branch here. Okay. So now this can move. Wind it up with enough tension to set the hook. That's probably good. Maybe one more. That's good. Now I got this, which is going to come across here. To stop that. So now I just want to tie my trigger on. I want it to be fairly hair trigger. I can put it in different spots. Seems like I need a bit more tension, so I can still wind it on an angle. That's better. So now, what I can do, I know my trigger's working. I'm going to put another brace from here to this pole to that pole. So the whole thing is sturdy. So I'm ready to go. My tripod. I did use some wire in spots It's just a little quicker and easier. So let's get a line in the water. Okay, that's bottom. I want to pull it up about a foot. Tie it about there. Just mark it about where I want to tie it. Pretty deep even. Not even that far out. Oh, I set it off myself. 2 hair trigger. Now we wait. So nothing this time. Might have to try a different spot, but that's ice fishing. This was a very good lake last year, but nothing so far. So just keep trying. I mean, I know the trap will work. I'm going to camp here tonight, try the other lake maybe tomorrow, or try this in the morning first. But I didn't want to go hungry, so I did bring myself a steak. Oh, paper stuck to it. That's a decent steak. Cook that on the fire. I always got to think of these things. Like Finn, he likes his steak too, so I got a pretty thick one. It's about 3 inches thick. That should do. It's actually a roast, but I've done this before on the fire with rocks. Put a bit of adobo. Away we go with that steak. Perfect. Probably don't need veggies in this situation. Don't steal that roast. Sear both sides while I have some flame, and then I'll wait for a decent bed of coals. Gonna be eating in the dark with night vision, but whatever. Now it seems like I'm out of adobo, but I'll try the ace. I haven't used that much, so. I'll just have to get some more adobo. I really like the adobo, but this is good. And Finn, he'll eat it without spice, believe me. If I don't keep an eye on this, he could steal it, and off in the woods he goes with the roast. I put the headlights of the truck on. I don't like night vision. I really don't. Let that cool for a minute. I think it's done. I mean, it's about half the width that it used to be. Instead of 3 inches, it's like 1 3/4 inches. That's usually indicating to me that it's done. I'm going to cut a piece off here. But when I cut a piece off, top part is kind of well done, then medium, and medium rare in the middle. To me, that's just perfect. Fat is kind of crisped. It's perfect. Come here. Okay, sit. Now, shake a paw. Shake a paw. Good boy. Now, gentle. Well, I gotta show the camera first, Vince. Nice big chunk of bone with lots of meat. Lots of meat on it, Finn. I'm just trying to get you to cooperate. Good boy. Trying to get you in the camera too. Gentle. There he goes. We got one on it. Feels pretty small though. Just a little guy. I'll see if I can let him go. He swallowed it pretty good. I don't know if I can rescue this guy. It seems to be way down. But we got our first one. I can't rescue him. He swallowed it out of sight. Oh, there. We got another one. Did we get him? I think he got off. Yeah, he got off. Well, he set it off, but we didn't hook him that time. Oh, Finn must have heard something. Got another one, it looks like. Wow, we do. Hopefully it's bigger than the last one. Not very big, again. Just minnows. So, a couple of just little guys, but first two fish of the ice fishing season on our set line. Okay, I got this guy off, so I'm going to let him go. Go down, not up. There he goes. Right on. So our simple set line trap is working. Just an A-frame. A-frame at the bottom with our trigger system. And what I'm prepared to do for all you subscribers is the first two people that are willing to video themselves making this trap, catching a fish with it, submit the video to me that I can use on a future video, so you can be on a future video, and I'll send you a custom made ferro rod that I make myself. So hopefully that'll get you out inspired. Doesn't matter if you make it out of bush material, even 2x2s, but just use the same design, video yourself, submit the video to us. You'll be on a YouTube video and get a custom made Ovens Rocky Mountain ferro rod. Is that your bowl? You tore it to pieces. So basically, two small fish with our set line trap. I mean, I wish I could have let this guy go too, but he wouldn't have made it, so I'm not going to waste it. I definitely will make sure that we get a little snack. But one got off, landed two. Still very good. Gentle. Come here. Gentle. Sit. Good paw. Good boy. Gentle. Good boy. Finn and I will share this. Very good. Even though it's just a little snack. Thank you, subscribers. And me and Finn, we'll see you on the next one. Good boy. You can contact me at Greg Ovens Outdoors. What is it? Forget my own Gmail. Hey Finn, what's my Gmail? What's my Gmail?